So my name is Lizzeth Gomez. I'm a practicum student with counseling services at ASU, and I'm going to be doing a little PowerPoint over adjusting to college. So some of the reasons why adjusting to college can be hard, there's so many different, and with a lot of the students that do come into counseling services, they are struggling and experiencing many different things. Just, especially, maybe freshmen, anyone who it's their first time um, being in college, it can be really hard adjusting. And so just some of those reasons that are listed, the first one being away from family is really big. For a lot of students, it's their first time ever being away from their family. They've never sort of been disconnected from them. They grew up with them. Being there's different surroundings and relationships that they are around. Their environment is changing. Homesickness that goes a little bit with the first two as well. They're not used to being away from home, and it can be really challenging for a lot of different people that are coming to college and are having a difficult time adjusting to it. Feeling lonely at times, for a lot of different individuals or students on campus, they might not be lonely. They have those friends there, but they are feeling lonely. So that's one of the things that a lot of students do find hard. Being adjusted to, you're not surrounded by those same people that you grew up with. Um, Anxiety and stress, a lot of that can come from, the reasons listed above, and as well as just the assignments that kind of come with that, being in class, being around new people, that kind of goes with the social anxiety of things. Sometimes that can be really difficult to be able to sort of separate that and know how to be able to cope with being around different people. Culture shock. A lot of the times, going to a different coming to a campus and maybe there's students coming from small towns, college campuses happen to have so many so diverse and so many different cultures that are on campus, and being aware and being mindful of them. Time management as well is a really big reason that a lot of students do come to services for, where they're unsure on how to manage their time that they have um, now coming to college, and as well as financial hardships. College can be costly at times, and um, with the pricing of, just different materials and things needed, sometimes it can be hard for students to be adjusting to that coming to college. And as well as depression, a lot of students do suffer from depression, experiencing all of these different problems that they might be going through. Just to kind of bounce off of that, some of those that has to do with it, such as different surroundings and relationships. Freshmen adjust to new surroundings and relate to unfamiliar people. Their peers may seem very different from family, friends, and acquaintances at home. A student may hope his or her roommate will be a close friend and may be disappointed if he or she is not. So with freshmen, it can be really difficult when they're adjusting to these new surroundings, this new environment that they're now in with people that they're not sure of, they don't know if they can trust them. Um, and with that, students must resolve these concerns by themselves now, being in a new surrounding and new relationships. And this can include talking to like professors, roommates, residence life. A lot of the times they can't just have their parent come resolve them. They're having to kind of do it themselves. So it is different and challenging for them. As well as their relationships change with others. This could be with friendships and family, and it's different now. You're not seeing them every day, so it is definitely challenging. Homesickness. Homesickness is, in my personal experience, I've seen a lot of this with a lot of the clients that I do see. And homesickness is the distress caused by being away from home. And this can mean different things. It could be distress from, not having that same relationship with those people being away from home. For some students, they've never been away from their hometown or family and friends for long periods of times. It's definitely different for them. As students adjust to freedom and responsibility in college, relationships with parents and other significant people can change, and students tend to appreciate their relationships moving away. And I think this is very true, and something really big that no one realizes. Distance can really bring people closer together, and for students it kind of causes them to now appreciate that time that they have with them when they do get a chance to see them. Homesickness can cause anxiety, depression, withdrawal from society, and more different things, but those are just some of the main things that I have noticed. And withdrawal from society is definitely a big one. That social anxiety kind of plays into that, not being just withdrawing from their environment. They're now stressed, and being around these new different people, it can be a little stressful and it can cause some of that anxiety. Time management. Most students struggle with how to use their freedom and extra time on their hands. Students can get behind on schoolwork if they don't know how to manage their time very wisely. So with time management, it's a very big one, and there's a little bit of few different resources on campus that students could use, and I definitely will get more into that later on into the PowerPoint. But as days can be, and with time management, days can be less predicting in college for a lot of students. In high school you kind of have this 8 to 4 schedule where you already know kind of what you're doing for the day, and if you have practice or activities after school, that's something you already have planned. But in college, it's a little bit less predicting. Sometimes you might only have a class or two, maybe three in a day, and if you're not working that day, it's like, what do you do with your time? So a lot of the time students don't know how to manage that extra free time, and that can kind of cause them to get behind on their schoolwork. But it's important how to know how to manage your time, of course. And so some of the tips to help you adjust to college are things like getting involved. Getting involved can mean a lot of different things. Getting involved in an organization, Greek life, maybe joining something on campus that has to do with academics. There's so many different things to get involved, and this kind of allows you to network, make some friends. This can be something that eventually won't come quickly, where you will just start trusting all these people, but eventually it comes with time. Another thing is swag, which I will also get into, that deals with time management, which is student with a goal. Um, Making connections, like I mentioned, just getting involved really allows you to make those connections and network with many different people on campus, and um, can become your friends, start meeting people in your classes and getting more involved, talking with them, and just, allowing these relationships and these friendships to blossom. Another tip to help you adjust to college is just managing your stress. And that kind of comes along with maybe even talking to a professional, coming to services, just having a friend or that social aspect side of things that you're able to talk to people, getting organized. And this kind of comes with time management, just being able to know how to organize all of the things that are going on. College can be stressful if you're not very good at being able to get organized and knowing when things are due, and just being able to manage that time that you have. And lastly, just improving your nutrition. It's a very big thing, being healthy, just being able to help your mind by improving that nutrition side of things. And like I mentioned earlier, SWAG is Student with the Goal, and it's very great, a great resource on campus that allows for help with time management. SWAG's mission is to promote lifelong student success by providing innovative resources to ASU students. We are committed to helping students picture, plan, prepare, and pursue their academic goals to become successful students and professionals. So this is their mission statement for SWAG, and the program will help students explore different learning processes by helping them access their own study routines, model new strategies, and putting new skills into practice. So SWAG is a really great resource on campus. It offers different things. It offers students the opportunity to picture, plan, prepare, and pursue their academic goals through one-on-one sessions with an ASU academic coach. You will attend sessions throughout the semester to create and track implementation of an academic plan based on your individual needs. So this is a really great resource on campus through ASU. If you're really someone who's struggling with time management and unsure on how to go about it, there is an academic coach on campus, like it mentions, that is able to help you kind of plan out a schedule where it allows you to do all the things you're wanting to do, but as well as get your things done and things that are important in school, as far as turning things in and also having some time for yourself as well. And another thing is talking to a professional. So through ASU, we do have, of course, counseling services, and attending counseling services to speak with a counselor is really a great opportunity for anyone that is, feeling like maybe they want to come and talk to someone on campus. And this does involve therapy sessions with a counselor. And counseling services does take walk-ins or even scheduled sessions. Anyone who's just feeling like they might want to come in one day, there's always someone available for the walk-in time. And some of the things that counseling services does provide are things like teletherapy, couple sessions, and individual sessions. That are some of those options for you, for any students that are interested in possibly wanting to come and talk to a professional. There's so many different types of forms of therapy that are spoken about during sessions. And of course, the first session is like an intake, just getting to know you, getting to know the student about maybe what they're going through and just different things of that sort. But as the sessions continue, of course, getting to work on things that are your goals for counseling. So it's a really great resource on campus as well, and it's just really helpful for and a tip for adjusting to college. So these are just some of my references that I put down that I use throughout the PowerPoint. But if you're ever struggling with adjusting to college, I hope these are some helpful tips for you and that you are able to utilize them. So thank you.